Hello, this is Corey the Keyblade Wielder, and now it's 9:21 p.m. I gotta make it quick though, because it's getting late where I live at. So this is non-Disney Villains Tournament Round 7, Part 1. Round 7, Part 2 will be my stopping point for right now, because I gotta get to the other tournaments right now. So let's get this started. So we start off with Mock meeting with the Master in his interdimensional computer, or supercomputer. Contacting people from the live-action realm, huh? And Mock wants Agent Smith, and the Master accepts. And transport Agent Smith to the hand-drawn realm and turns into Agent Bishop from the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You gotta admit, these two are similar. And Mock introduced Agent Smith, now known as Bishop. Oh, there's Tyler. How did he escape? And Tyler just wants to challenge him, and I kind of wish I did that right now, but I want to make it quick. I love how Mock has many quotes, like, new levels of consciousness. I have a more amusing ideas. Give me what's her face. That's what makes him epic. And Agent Smith, I'm just going to call him Agent Smith for now. And fighting Tyler, really good. Ooh. One tough computer. Oh, that's... Yeah, even Thrax is like, oh, God, this is crazy. Huh? He said fascinating, so I guess Tyler wins. No, I mean, Agent Smith wins. Sorry about that. Next fight, the Shadow Warriors, or whatever, versus Scorpion, and whatever the other one is, Chase Young still believes himself as a prime apprentice for the Four Eastern Demons, wants to challenge Scorpion and his other... Oh yeah, and the Dark Hand also. I can't believe I forgot about that. I did not know there was a cartoon series of Mortal Kombat. I have the game, but I'm still trying to beat Shao Kahn. Just sort of watching. It's still good. Huh. Looks like water's coming down. Yep. Oh no! He's got the bunny! Okay, it's kind of silly. Really? You guys don't know. I think in that other season of Jackie Chan Adventures, all the talismans are inside of the animals. Oh, and Chase Young wins. Next fight up. Lord Malice versus Nox. Having known that Saruman has not been in the meeting. Yeah, where is he, anyway? We haven't seen him since round 3. Lord Malice gets to find out where, and comes across this villain known as Nox from Wakfu. At first I didn't know of it until I looked at that Wakfu. It's basically a French anime. I thought most animes were from Japan also. Even CK thought that also. Nox, he kind of looks like a miniature Iron Giant. It's kind of what he looks like. Pretty awesome, though. Whoa. I did watch Wakfu on Netflix, and it's actually a pretty good series. I think he's like a time traveler or something like that. Whoa. I love how you made his powers look like he's turning Malice into stone. Whoa. Nox wins. Next fight up. The Baroness versus Lelouch and Suzaku. Well, now that Mao tells the Baroness the identity of Zero, the Baroness upgrades her anti-Geos on her glasses. And what I learned from History Buff is that 73 Women and Manu, I believe I got their opinions right, they think Lelouch kind of looks like an angsty teenager, which I will admit he does look like an angsty teenager. I mean, he's such an angsty teenager, he makes Harry Potter look like a Care Bear. Which I will admit from History Buff. And it turns out Lelouch used the Geass on the Baroness to forget whose identity he is as Zero and lets her move on. Next fight, the Shredder versus Quan Chi, or whatever, that Mortal Kombat villain. Well, the Shredder wants to go back to the hand-drawn realm after his run away from Robotnik. This is the version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I grew up with, the live-action one, not the one with Michael Bay. That's horrible. I actually like the films. I only got 2 so far, but I vaguely remember on the 3rd one until I finally saw it, and it was not good. Whoa. I guess Quan Chi wins. Next fight, the Kernel versus Lust from Fullmetal Alchemist. There we go. That's the reason I was in round 7. And Mr. Slick, or whatever his name, he's playing like Tim Curry. Cool, Tim Curry in Jumanji. And tricks the Kernel into something. I can't remember. I just want to go into this, but one thing interesting about Fullmetal Alchemist. I love Fullmetal Alchemist, and I'm glad it's here. That's the reason why I'm on round 7, so I could talk about it. Interesting thing about Fullmetal Alchemist. 1, the villains are just amazing. I mean, they have such complex and amazing villains. I mean, they are evil, but they go into so much into them and who they are. They have such character development where some of them you actually hate them so much, but then you see them in the death scenes, you just want to cry for them, and you understand why they became that way. And that's what I love, the character development. And the second amazing thing is that there's 2 versions of them. They made a remake of it, and they weren't that far off each other, so the quality is not that different from each other. I mean, let me explain why there is 2 versions of Fullmetal Alchemist. First of all, for those who don't know what it's about, it's set in this alternate world where alchemy is possible. Alchemy, you know, like turning lead into gold sort of thing. But it's not like, ooh, magic alchemy. No, they go into the science of it. Basically, like in our world, we use steam, electricity, we discover chemistry and physics. Science of the real world didn't really start off. But modern science really began becoming modern science. With chemistry, alchemy led to chemistry. In Fullmetal Alchemist, it just stayed with alchemy. So the world is basically run around that. They still have cars, but they don't have airplanes. They have electricity, but it's not the same sort of electricity, if that makes sense. Hold on, let me get a drink. The series is mostly about Edward and Alphonse Elric. They're trying to find the Philosopher's Stone after they failed to bring their mom back to life, which they're not supposed to. And I love these heroes. Go watch it. I'll probably find a link to the review of it so I can let it there so you'll know more of it. The reason why there's 2 versions of it is that when it first came out, the manga, the company, like Bones, I guess that's Bones, they looked at it like, wow, this is such a good manga, let's make an anime. But they kind of catched up to it, but what they did, they split and made their own story, and I just did not like it. I mean, it was okay, but when the manga finally finished, they remade it into a loyal adaptation. In my opinion, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is the better of the 2. It's not rushed, it's not forced, and it's not all complicated. And I'm glad it's here. You can tell why she's called Lust. Most of the villains, there's 7 homunculi. Lust, envy, gluttony, pride, greed. And you know, the 7 deadly sins. But they're not the sins of mankind. They were from one villain named Father, who was their actual father. The father of the homunculi. His main goal is to have a giant transmutation circle to create the Philosopher's Stone. So he'd be the man who swallows God. Yeah, that's how crazy he is. Sorry for rambling. I just love this fight. I love talking about Fullmetal Alchemist. Yeesh! Lust wins. And next fight, oh yeah, Cyclops or whatever, Triclops or whatever, versus General Grievous. Skeletor sends Triclops to get rid of General Grievous from invading the planet. That he's like, I'll be the one who takes over Earth. And I'm not a big fan of this version of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I know a lot of people kind of like it because it looks like Samurai Jack, but I just don't like the animation style. I think I prefer the CGI design instead. It's a good fight, though. Again, this was made way before Disney bought Star Wars. Or was this during the time when Disney was buying Star Wars? I guess it's a tie. Yeah, it's a tie. No winners or losers. Next fight, Vilgax versus Crane. I guess the Crane was Wonderwear Shredders, and now he's attacked by Vilgax. I wonder if that's pronounced. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing names at times. I know I'm bad at it, but I hope I improve. What the hell are those things? Good editing. Look like lizard alien brain things, whatever. And Vilgax wins, and who's this dude? Now we go to the interlude. After the disappearance of the Kernel, the Cortez wants to punish Slick for sending him into a trapper.
And when we put into Cuba to resupply, God willing, you will be flogged some more. And then enslaved on the sugar plantations for the rest of your miserable lives. Interesting.
Oh, that's... Okay, that is interesting. Hold on. Yeah, Thrax and Tyler are planning to get rid of Mach because they realize that dude is crazy. Like, we're gonna get rid of Mach because he's insane before he gets us. It's like, yeah, I'm with you, bro. So yeah, that was non-Disney Villains Tournament Round 7 Part 1. I had to... Plus, this is also an apology video for my kind of controversial part with the Lucifer part, but hopefully it'd be an apology video you would accept. So, Round 7 Part 2 will be my stopping point till later. So yeah, that was non-Disney Villains Tournament Round 7 Part 1. Score the Keyblade Wielder, may your heart be your guiding key, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe.